Hi, I'm Honeybee Picker, and thanks for coming to see my channel. This is going to be about what sold this weekend. It has been a very busy morning already. I went out early, got the trash out, took the dog out, trimmed the crepe myrtle trees, put the water to water the yard, and pull my items for this weekend's orders. So I don't know if in my other videos that I've mentioned how I store some of my inventory, but anything that is glass or pans, I store them in an environment that's not temperature controlled because it's not going to matter, right? So, and that frees up premium space that I need to use for more fragile type things that humidity or too much heat is going to melt it. So I sold 7 things this weekend, and let's see, the first thing, and I just listed this, it's this Bloomingdale's Book of Home Decorating, and the outside of the book is purple. I can get it to open up. Yeah, so it's a purple book. And anyway, so I listed it, describing some of the torn edges of the paper cover, and I didn't have it listed but a couple of days, and I got an offer for $22, so I'm going to make around $19 on this book, and it's from, I think, 1973. It just has some crazy decorating in this book, and instead of actually assembling a box, all my books I put in a bag so that it's controlled from any moisture, and I put a thank you card, and then I'm going to put it in this box flat like this with the plastic. Be careful. I'm going to put it in here once I get it all set up, and I will tape it nice and tight on all sides so it's not going to bend or do anything to the book, and then I'll put this in a bag. So media rate is cheap. It's like $2.80 the first pound and about 50-ish cents per pound after that. But I didn't really have a box that I liked to assemble, and I thought, well, this serves the purpose, protects the book, and gets it out the door. So $19 on that one. I had another book. This is unusual. Check this book out. Weird Wills and Eccentric Last Wishes. I listed this as a Halloween prop, and it sold pretty quick. I didn't list it this week, but I did list it in the last month or so. Let's see. Here's a really short one. It says, "Shoot, Walter, in heaven's name." Get it? Another one says, "Are you sure it's safe?" I don't know. Anyway, there are some really unusual ones in here. A young Kentucky woman directed in her will that tobacco should be planted on her grave so that her bereaved lovers could smoke the leaves with her remains, which her remains had nourished. Anyway, if Mr. Sulin calls, let him in. If I am alive, I shall be very glad to see him, and if I'm dead, he will be very glad to see me. But it's just full of little strange, I guess, last wishes and whatnot. Some are really bizarre, but it's been a while since I kind of scanned through to see what was in this book. So I guess this would make a nice conversation piece at their Halloween party, or maybe they just like the book. This book sold for $9.95, and I will make about $8 on this little book. And again, it'll go in a little bag, and I have a small box. This little box, I'll clean it up and I'll go ahead and assemble it, and it will fit just right in this little box. So I kind of already went through and picked out boxes. I had this item. It's a Baltimore Ravens, a huge wall banner, little tapestry thing that sold, but they haven't paid for it yet. So I sent a reminder. It sold on the weekend, so you know, they get 4 days to pay, but most of the time they pay right away. So they have not paid yet. So I haven't looked to see what my profit is on that one. These two are Tracy Atkins, Dunoon. Anyway, I just mentioned these in one of my videos that I just listed these, right? And anyway, so this one has trees, and each of them have like a little gold outline on them. And this one has the ornaments, and the little handles are decorated, and they're just really nice. And so these I sold for $31.95 plus shipping, and I'll make $28 on these. So those are going out the door. And which box am I doing with those? I think I'm putting them in this box. Yeah. So this box is nice and sturdy, and I will wrap them each with tissue and then with bubble, and then I will tape the two glasses together with the bubble, and then I will float them in the center of this box. Some of my fragile stuff I will put in a box inside a box, but for these two mugs it won't be necessary for me to do that, but I will secure each of them, and that'll take care of that. This is cute. If you saw my last video, I just listed this. So these are this particular, of course this one doesn't have the full name on the bottom. Do I have it on my paper here? Yeah, they're Certified International Tracy Flickinger. So they have a lot of chef style comical artistry in their glassware, and lots of serving things, and they have full dining sets with chefs with like tuxedos and so forth. But these are just some casual laid back guys ready for the barbecue. Ketchup and mustard, salt and pepper, and the holder. And so these sold for $25.22, and I will make about $22 on this. So yep, and somebody helped me out with this item, so I appreciate it. Thank you. I know you watch my videos. Look, it sold, and it sold just like quick. I think the next day it sold. So I did my comps. I know I didn't sell too low, but I probably could have listed it for more, but then maybe it would sit there for 6 months. So I'm happy with it. Okay, so these boots, if I don't knock everything down, these boots, I sold a pair of boots in August. You just never know when somebody's going to buy a pair of boots, but maybe they wanted them before somebody else got them, before the fall gets here. And these are men's Ariat boots. They're super clean. The laces are really nice, but because of the tall calf, they're not really going to work well in the traditional priority shoebox. So I picked out one of my recycling Amazon boxes, and so that will take care of these, and I will wrap them in tissue, and then I'll put them in a waterproof bag, and that will be good. So these boots, I had them listed higher originally. I've had them up since spring, I think, because you know, it's just whenever you find them when you source them, but since spring, and I was trying to get a little bit more, but I lowered the price and I sold them for $54.85 plus shipping, and so I'm going to make around $47 on this pair of boots. So, and they look really good. See, they look good. And So yeah, those would not fit in this box very well, this shoe box. But a shoe box doesn't have to be used for just shoes, right? So I sold this, a Magnolite 1 quart. Now this one is made in China, so if it was older and made in the US, I could have got more. But I did describe it very clearly about it lays flat on your range top, and the lid lays fairly flat, but there is a bit of a gap. And I showed a picture of the gap, but I did describe that there is a lip to the inside edge of this lid that rests inside the pan. So it's up to their decision if that is, you know, fine with them. But I did disclose that there's a bit of a gap, and then reminded of this lip that might, you know, close the gap for them. And this will fit in this shoebox. So it doesn't need a lot of protection. I will wrap the handle good, but these are really, really durable. And I will wrap it, like I'll wrap this separate and then wrap it to this so it doesn't rattle around. And that's that. So that little pan, I took an offer of $10.95. Again, it's made in China, or I could have got double. So I'm gonna make $8 on the pan, so it's okay. And that's that. So I sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 2 books. And then I have a 7th item that they haven't paid for. So out of the 6 items, my profit is about $132. So that's great. Anyway, so that's a quick video of what sold this weekend. A few little tips about how I package them to ship them out. And it's about 10:30, so I'm gonna have to hustle and get this stuff boxed up. So my mailman will actually take it with him so I don't have to take it to the post office. But thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell, share with a friend, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.